지식바 탐지제한 도둑지도 누바야 도제 초고도바 남바른 좀 나서 야게든 베전베다라나 나마다라나 보고도 도제 남바른 좀 시사가서 산제다 산조 선바 탐제라 선상로 내기도 그두바도 제나 좀된 도제라 요대 산제젠토 라나 도제르요 탐제 도제 신제람네 도제 땡엔젠라 버리죠 대나라나 도제 산제젠 토다 산제제 신제 랍탄 산조 선바 탐지제 신제 랍지 도제 초래송아 도진이 보랍드네 대 마조바 마식바 딘바 사 땡바 탐제도 도바메바 탐제도 마밤바 신진 탐제 초벌시 신진 탐제 주벌시 바랑아 탐제 주벌시 바랑아 탐제 주벌시 레 탐제 주벌시 바 진제레 탐제 주벌시 바동 탐제 로벌시 바동 탐제 레 타버스 용보 탐제 고벌시 바랑아 탐제 시든 주바 마저바나 주벌시 바 주바나 취마서와시 바 두바 탐제랍도 지바 신진 탐제 송와 셰와 제바 신진 탐제를 벌시바 문벌시바 상하젠 토요 진본데 상한제젠 토요 라나도디라도 내소 나모라나자야야 나민젠저 바자바나 마야 조선나 보다야 대야다 옴주자주 조자야 조자야 보자 보자 사 보자야 사 보자 건나 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 바야 건나 사와 사도네 보다야 삼보다야 삼보다 자마 자마 산 자마야 산 자마야 사부다나 구자 구자 상 구자야 상 구자야 사와샤 중 가장 가자 상 가자야 상 가자야 사람 배양 변장 변자 사포장 변장 변 가장 변장 변자 마장 변장 변 마탄 변장 변 인다 하산나 변자 순 변자 소와 해 퍼네 퍼런자 하나 걸어 말라자라 걸어 걸어 배잔반는 자야 소와 걸라걸라야 소 가자 가자 모자 모자 라자 라자 모디나 자 모자나 소와 자라 자라 하라 하라 사라 사라 남베잔베다라 나야 소와 친다 친다 빈다 빈다 마하글라 글라야 소 빈다 빈다 쪼다 베자 글라 글라야 소 주로 주로 진짜 글라 글라야 소 자사야 자사야 베자 글라 글라야 소와 하라 하라 베자 다라라야 나야 소와 자사야 자하라 자하라 베잔베 나야 소와 마데테람 베자 슈테테람 베 자테테람 베자 마함베자 아저다 하단 베자 아몽감 베자 에하야 해 시간 베자 땀 베잔 베다나 나야 소와 다라다라 데레데레 두루두루 사완베자 걸라 마와타야 소와 늪진 좀보주도 말아야 팩 나마사미다 베자나 삼베자 걸라 마와타야 마함발라 까탈레 따탈레 아잘라메 mendralam 마야 아텐베자 마함발라 벤가라나 라나 안즈다 논줄라 줄라 테테텐가 뱅가에는 다다 땡저와 테텔레 텔레 빈다빈 마발란바자 안고샹졸라야소 나모르나자야야 나민젠잔바자 파나야 마야 자선나바 대야타 옴하라하라 벤자 마타마타 벤 드나드나 벤자 다다 벤 빠자 빠자 벤자 다라다라 벤 다라야 다라야 벤 다루나 다루나 벤 친다 친다 벤자 빈다 빈다 벤자 홈베 남의 진전 벤자 조다야 흘러 디차 디차 빈다 빈다 하나 하나 안레데 홈 남의 진전 벤자 조다야 흘러 흘러 디차 디차 빈다 빈 하나 하나 안레데 홈베 南无金吒巴扎诸大呀婆罗诃罗地茶宾达宾哈那阿弥陀佛贝南无金吒巴扎诸大呀婆罗诃罗地茶宾达宾哈那阿弥陀佛南无金吒巴扎诸大呀婆罗诃罗地茶宾达哈那阿弥陀佛贝南无金吒巴扎诸大呀婆罗诃罗地茶宾达哈那阿弥陀佛贝南无金吒巴扎诸大呀婆罗诃罗地茶宾达哈那阿弥陀佛贝大唐僧祇tam je 대바 tam je samjana 통화 tam je 메바 주도 조가 자와데 발공전나 라이바지 심지왕 보냐바 세제바나 제난당 방좀 초미 가자 라납 잡제 소바 자독지오 당와당 자자라소 주바 펜순తుం바 마임당 노트페네 누바당 NyungNe nubatang, yebatang, pombatang, zata joka sepan tenda, meze dunje nipat, NyungNe le sumaya, malam de pantona, tenera chuta maya, lode tamba nipat, kanda yeke sendan yen, zamme kuche rabjin, sammo sanje juyurwa, loden deye nibjit, loden deye zikjit, sokchatang ne tamjit, meze pane nenat, 대다 탐제의 샤와타 체단 순남 파반 대파 공내 남바르타 노르웨용 깔더와 랭신 아미진디 셰단 도지 메도 최여서라야나 머제 범바 다자 자매 규제 지신강 lin장이 쇼자게 양낭 lin장 자자 도지 남종대 야르다의 취지제
All mother sentient beings, limitless space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience, may they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. All mother sentient beings, limitless space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience, may they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. For that purpose, until I attain Buddhahood, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until death, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. From today until this time tomorrow, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. I take refuge in the Buddhas until I attain the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. I take refuge in the Buddhas until I attain the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. May all mother sentient beings, limitless of space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless of space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion.
突破松南公着上着路，迎接不忘面不才接受，来带动把主当他接受，困忙这个有的难的。突破有力就路上着路，谁把什么偏没有等见，你都要把中车前包的，咱们着我滚接让小吧。点把这把在拉上茶路，在老天那就这个日子，中秋中个，人都这路上茶路，让到你等就把没事的，忙身体送那头杂事，给你都能人生忙中的，古董桥接在路上茶路。刚才高年做举动的，说起到了公婆的不能，我能一定的能就接受，在前开把就了上家路，当不个点啥也要能送，也不可得人家能说情，能把每次的特把当，冬天啥也好了上家路。也看着妈妈这边，世界那时送走口的人，谁送东面过了上大路，中间个别就那村边呢，去点能大众的我这是，那让这样长得个真的，人民就当着了上大路。也不可得了金银把的，杨把金的这个当着个，满个大热的帮上街，西北先把拉上茶楼，晚上那时之间靠那个，热的炒的中吃钱包的，中秋中的公婆娘们的，头面能看着了上茶楼。那点顶别到不中点的，这边做了多长子巴呀，别人都话跟着去吧呀，那些去见这当从巴小，给人些话就个见着他，可当才当相当。期间请求传播见着我，但那可能都送就而修，除了都见说话他本的，大手刚到那边稍稍说，那东风跑出些话大，就当可心拍完这的手，等把这天看着顺巴的，等把你无心的说话大。真正不能细致解决，半把有人的不得西中。我家日子我的龙婆母，多日些传播多日长。每年不断更新的着，就你不把当这动作解决，山东就让这看不真的，我对我金板对我就让我。别人本不该写来，也共出那么那么那么山丘神根配金娘子，苏南的长江本上不淡。三界女不没就多些，这滚球云了万处都接单，自己万寿我给俺说，咱这个这就单把咱家谈。 Dharma chami bima kunga Anchele vanjun shira tabiya Tanzan tundu tanzan chele Yehe koramami dun tenbara jisha Tanjin daju lama tongje Oh,
Lord of Avalokiteshvara, Geloma Palmo, Yeshe Sangpo, Dawashunu, Peyapa, Jaksim Tagyal, Ningpupa, Putendor Jigyal, Sangton Drajik, Kempo Tsidurwa, Dewa Chenpa, Skola Chusangwa, Sherabumpa, Gyalserimpuche, Konchuk Sampo, Lama Ngawa, Changchup Senge, Kenshin Nyakpupa, Sonam Dar, Jampal Sangpo, Sangye Kyepa, Mikyo Dorje, Konchuk Yelang, Wangchuk Dorje, Choki Wangchuk, Ngagi Wangchuk, Turku Turgyu, Tempa Namgyal, Karma Chagme, Pema Kunga, Chili Wangju, Sherab Drakpa, Tenzing Dudub, Master Tenzin Tinle, Karma Ngedun, Tempa Rabgye, and all the root and lineage gurus of great kindness, I supplicate you, please grant me your blessings.
定苦真结束所动生观大也曼达表开始之内心样般般也得完了就是三次我当见下巴当也是也让不下所也给我将日的给介绍吧他接着不是山路世界难解三八当我也是这觉得我且将他们这把也去见苦路不得做
May the entire surface of the earth become a pure land free from stones and gravel, even like level palm in the nature, smooth like lapis lazuli. Protector of all sentient beings without exception, deity who destroys the endless host of Mara, perfect knower of all things without exception, victorious one and retinue, please come to this place. As I offer you these pleasant and wide lotus flowers as big as billions of walls with 100 petals and their pollen beds, please be seated and be comfortable. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, requesting, and beseeching I dedicate for the complete enlightenment of all beings. Please turn the wheel of the Dharma of the greater and lesser vehicles and the teachings common to both according to the disposition and mental capacities of sentient beings.
Oi, nam kha tam nyam pe sim chin tam che. Nam chin la na me pa yang da pa zo pe san je je gong pang to pa sa. Che de tek pa chen bu so jong nang ne song wa sa nyam san chou chou de sem ji pa tang jie de sin cha Yang dun chimi la jen be domba songwa ne tingmi je duna minne na je be domba si chenpe du su songwa sawa tang eni tik chin de san chok je sim jin sim be gon yam se lang na ni ju domba chu chum se jor xian Dar pakpa chine zake jirem laye namjur tangge wa nyam sa lang na sangha sa we ju je ka thot tang domba yin la de jorwa yin. Yang hun je jia se tang je pa nam jen ze pe chur gang yin ba. Eni rang ju la chuk se jia xian. Ele mandawa domba chuchum san domba xi chakpa yinba jeta hunje xiba la so renjin zhenbe chungze mena yang zokpe sanje namne chuni devjini tang jisun tumba shikpa na devjin shikpa duvye zha tang charwa na zha jomba 半多借用定阳大把做先马日本你头大文上了，昔日去堂节落住节把那阳大把做不上节，本南可落就是节不大江西的大呢，这也有啦说办就办了，刚那女把没办那就让说亚瓦多的。 家波对你送人的心情他们切了，他的巴当他们前进的。拉玛诺瓦东京印度可能这把江西大陆南卡当样的心情他们切了，马就是印度拼到的。특제 친구 컬 남신 특바 친구 라나메 바 동동바 랑보 첸보 란동 탈 심바나 사와 세진 인동 헐 렘바나 세파 레뇽제 드파 방와나 콜보 냥이란데 곰팡이 바나 랑게 동지소 도바 Corvette nele matarwa se pa tangi dan nyumo pa le tamchi se pa na si pa kundo jorwa yongso se pa thom tha pa to gebe chutun ba na yang tak pi ka si pa chingwa tamchi je pa na le pan nam pa jorwe tho Namba tamchen chimba yishin awana lepan namba trowe shirapji. Edake shipane kange jiso lopa devjin shikpe yontin. Deye jiso jeta lopa kunlong sanchok sem temba yijen randong yawar towana semchin tamche je dongje serdang. Nekap Nuntola Gopana Pimparsal Sertan Hartok Nilekla Gopana Trovarsal Sertan Senna Lende Jambana Mogemi Parsal Sertan Shedang Jumde Jambana Nemi Parsal Sertan Lamsan Chokje Soje Chunan Nongso Jo Parsal Sertan Lana me payang ta pa zo pa san chok ni pa to par sa sertan. Cheke ta or jin san jin ni pe shan ne. Gewang ta da yang da so wa tan. Dek pa ma nam par jong wa te. Gep su sertan dek pa nam jo ser. Dev jin shi pa so jong ka sa to. Shi song pa tar. 소정가 돈바 제달 랑신 송와 대다더 다게 장 심친 탐치 제 동당 펜바다 조와 라소파 구파 대다게 셀 그 다다네 정대 집시 상년마 마샤제 아파도 일라 좀 돈바让많이 봐 철진도 송화 지원냐 내야지들도.
Now listen with the motivation of bodhicitta set upon supreme awakening and think, having taken the healing and purifying Sojong vows of the great vehicle, I will keep them so that all sentient beings, limitless as space, may attain the state of perfect and complete Buddhahood. The observation of the 8 temporary vows of the lesser vehicle referred to as the 8th branch, one-day NyungNe vow, is observed by householders. When these vows are observed while imbued with the intent of bodhicitta, in accordance with the Mahayana, they become the discipline of refraining from misdeeds. In this practice, one combines the observance of the temporary vows with the generation stage practice of the deity yoga of noble Avalokiteshvara, and for this reason it becomes a yogic practice of the action tantra, Kriya Tantra class of the secret mantra, and a branch of the secret mantra vows. Thus, when one commits to apply one's own mind stream in the manner of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the past, and one does not transgress their ways, it is called the discipline of vowed restraints, or a vow. The following is a brief commentary on the meaningful parts of the text one by one, beginning with, just as the previous Tathagatas, Arhats, the perfectly complete Buddhas. Since the perfectly complete Buddhas are those who have proceeded in accordance with the natural state just as it is, they are Tathagatas, thus gone ones. Because they have separated from the enemy the four maras, they are arhats, foe destroyers. And since they have completely perfected the qualities of renunciation and realization, having awakened from the deep sleep of ignorance and having come to understand all knowable phenomena, they are perfectly complete Buddhas. For example, when the heavenly steed of a wheel-turning king enters into battle with the enemy, it does so intrepidly and without travail. It is willing to forsake its own life in order to protect the king. Likewise, because they show the unmistaken path to liberation and omniscience to all sentient beings, and because they are solely devoted to the purpose of others, the Tathagatas are like a heavenly steed. Furthermore, because it is with great compassion that they carry the burden of benefiting all sentient beings as limitless as space without being asked, and since they also demonstrate the unsurpassed meaning of Mahayana, they are like a great elephant. Furthermore, having brought their task to completion, they did what needed to be done. Having actively sought the benefit of others, they have completed their tasks. Abandoning the obscurations of karma and afflictions, they have laid down all their burdens, having achieved nirvana, the state beyond sorrow, and they reach their own goal. Due to eliminating all distorted views which prevent escape from the samsaric state and all the afflictive emotions, they have completely destroyed their bonds to existence. By demonstrating the Dharma that is virtuous in the beginning, middle, and end, their speech is utterly perfect. Having severed all ties with samsaric existence, their minds are perfectly free, and because they possess the wisdom that knows everything, their wisdom is completely liberated. This describes the qualities that arise in whomever follows the example of the Tathagatas. Thereafter, since the Tathagatas have forsaken concern for themselves in order to show others how to train in the motivation of bodhicitta, it says that they act for the sake of all sentient beings. Because they temporarily establish beings in a higher birth, they benefit them. Because they ultimately establish beings in definite goodness, they liberate them. Because they have purified karmic results of stinginess, it says they eliminate famine. And because they have purified the karmic results of hatred, it says they act to heal beings from illness. Furthermore, the complete perfection of Dharma directed towards awakening, accomplished by them, is the path, and the definitely realized, unsurpassed, perfectly complete awakening, accomplished by them, is the result. Regarding this practice, the second Buddha, Padmasambhava Udayana, has said, "It fully restores, so, all virtue, and purifies Jong, all negativity without exception. Since it restores virtue and completely purifies negativity, the Tathagata has called this the practice of Sojong." Thus it is said that one should think, "I shall take up and keep the Sojong vows properly, and for the sake of all sentient beings I shall benefit them, and thereby liberate them," and so on. With this intention I shall take up the 8 branch vows and keep them properly and without corruption from this very moment until sunrise tomorrow. Keeping this in mind, one repeats accordingly.
Sopjana yupe sanje tang,
Sochon Nashupe Sangye Dang,
sanchok semba tamche tang,
Chonsum Sempa Tamche Dang,
yumdende nyami shakje jerpo tang,
Jomde De Nyame Shak Yagyalpo Dang,
kappa jine ze wansu dala gonso sol,
Bakpa Chenrezi Wangchu Dala Gonsu Sol,
chetan hunje te jinshipa,
Jita Ngogi Deshin Shepa,
ja chomba yang tapa zope sanje,
Da Chompa Yang Dapa Zope Sangye,
ta janshi tawe,
Da Changshe Tabu,
longpo chenpo,
Wangpo Chenpo,
sawa se shen,
Awa Cheshin,
sipa sepa,
Upa Chepa,
horporwa,
Upova,
da getungji so towa,
Dagi Donze Sotopa,
sipa kundo jorwa yongso sepa,
Pipa Kundu Jowa Yonsu Sepa,
yang takpe ka,
Yondak Peka,
lepa namba trove tuk,
Lepa Namba Tore Tuk,
Nepal number 作为西拉金南极。
Nepal number 作为西拉金的南极。
心情他们这些东西适当。
心情他们这几种东西适当。
平板设备适当。
平板设备适当。
多瓦设备适当。
多瓦设备适当。
你没板设备适当。
你没板设备适当。
木给没板设备适当。
木给没板设备适当。
三种的手机。
三种的手机。
去南用所做板设备适当。
去南用所做板设备适当。
拉那没把羊打把。
拉那没把羊打把。
做板三种多板设备适。
做板三种多板设备适。
手表没把喇叭给引的。
这种没把喇叭的深度。
那不你们去这边讲。
那当面是这个喂。
对的那种的。
对的那种的。
就是三年妈妈小姐把的。
就是三年妈妈下个巴的。
手表没把羊打把喇叭接我。
Yapa dapa lampajiyo. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas dwelling in the 10 directions, blessed Lord, peerless King of the Shakyas, the noble one, Lord, noble Avalokiteshvara, please heed me. Just as the previous Tathagatas, Arahats, and perfectly complete Buddhas, who like the heavenly steed and the great elephant, did what had to be done, completed the tasks, laid down all the burdens, reached their own goal, and completely destroyed the bonds to existence, whose speech is utterly perfect, whose minds are perfectly free, and whose wisdom is completely liberated, who, for the sake of all sentient beings, in order to benefit them, liberate them, heal them from illness, and to eliminate famine, in order to fully perfect all Dharma directed toward awakening, and to realize unsurpassed, perfectly complete awakening, most definitely took up the practice of Sojong. In the same way, I, who am called NyungNe, from now on until sunrise tomorrow, shall most definitely and perfectly take up the Sojong vows. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas dwelling in the 10 directions, blessed Lord, peerless King of the Shakyas, and noble Lord Avalokiteshvara, please heed me. Just as the previous Tathagatas, Arahats, and perfectly complete Buddhas, who like the heavenly steed and the great elephant, did what had to be done, completed the tasks, laid down all the burdens, reached their own goal, and completely destroyed the bonds to existence, whose speech is utterly perfect, whose minds are perfectly free, and whose wisdom is completely liberated, who, for the sake of all sentient beings, in order to benefit them, liberate them, heal them from illness, and to eliminate famine, in order to fully perfect all Dharma directed toward awakening, and to realize unsurpassed, perfectly complete awakening, most definitely took up the practice of Sojong. In the same way, I, who am called NyungNe, from now on until sunrise tomorrow, shall most definitely and perfectly take up the Sojong vows.
Yang dun chemi la jemba domba shi sawa shi chum je yin la ye ba yu je yin la je du yu je yin la som nam yu ba le dang bu ran yu je ni ju domba shi ba shi chum je yin la ye domba tam che je za wa yin ba na za wa ye xi zha de培养没人着话大姐，他那受差受多把食受引起的受么就把他这一年大多数就这全部大姐，他那看不把谁看见讲，马上把门铃把他你，后么你这个吃不的话等等。念话大姐，chắc xem je pin chung da wa zam yang me zi ban ma zang ba, 就把棒把它送。 랑라 사람제 용띠미장 용띠 요바 준바 매출 라메 준 첨보 다제 타나 그래 당 재미 세양 이진서바르시베 준만 하바타 예예 바요제 이나제네 창봉바 인데 내 마방나 란주 바메바 여신 창게니 란더제 내 탐지 메시신 라니제 돈바 랑와야 이네 메게와 주바 돈바 강양 송문을 바나 로네 소 저연 창당 장당 매도 소 인파바당 자와 주변 창당 인양 신도당 자와 나수 유바시 자동 탐지 반구바 대인 어렵게 인하시 라니 domdi pe chemba so we chedo chemna ne pe cheda juba teda tonne jarse je chu zangi jiso so pe torjok de chorgeta zichu je samba gawarta zindin so chashembo lula kowa medo tan rembo che la so chengwa lula jimbar se pa 대 많이 나차다 또 나서 빵네 진짜 렉솜 제모다 예게 제체다 르제이나 요와 당 나가 땀나서 나와서 빵바네 가르제 남바 제와 당 대비인 저르코다 댕조다 덴베 나가 놀렘바 빠왕다 능원소 로몬 부저세바 남봉와 제모를 지섬对많이 봐 년마 요핀체 공부동아 세베 초단 자소 동안에 지바 세베 지바 신당 신유 신도가 잡자나 농마제 최강의 라파 치팅 통포 란지 파르페 무바 다르구탄 다색 인소 치팅 쳔보라 만도 발레 가르소 제모 렉손당 칭소 진제 렉손보 직도 또르욕게 예나선 예나제 본데 지시 상년마 마샤제 파르타 문양파 송와 사오 자 송와 지오냐 내야 지두조
The words starting with, just as the previous, constitute the prayer of taking the 8 temporary vows. These 8 branches are then further divided into the 4 branches of discipline, the single branch of attentiveness, and the 3 branches of subduing discipline. The first branches are the 4 branches of discipline which restrain one's own mind from unwholesome actions. Since these are the roots of all vows, they are known as the 4 roots. They are as follows. The first is to not kill any being. Besides not killing a human being, one should not even kill a louse or its eggs, which also belong to the realm of living beings. The second root is to not steal. Besides not stealing large possessions owned by others, one should not even steal a morsel of food. The third root is to abandon non-celibate conduct. Besides not pursuing the meeting of males and females for the enjoyment of sexual intercourse, one should not even look at one another with a lustful mind. The fourth root is to not speak lies. Besides not telling a great lie, such as falsely proclaiming oneself as having high human qualities, or lying about having qualities on the bhumis and paths that one does not have, one should not even fool others jokingly while playing around. The single branch of attentiveness is to abstain from alcohol. If one does not abandon this action, one's mind will become careless. When intoxicated by alcohol, one cannot be aware of every aspect of what to do and what not to do. and one also forgets about the vows one has taken. Due to this, one engages in non-virtuous actions and is therefore unable to keep any of one's vows. For this reason, one should abandon all intoxicating food and drink, such as alcohol made from fermented grains, such as wheat or barley, or alcohol made from honey, flowers, or any other fermented substance, as well as intoxicating fruit or roots. As for the 3 branches of subduing discipline, in order to refresh the recollection of one's vows, one subdues all of one's activities as a lay householder and follows after the excellent conduct of bodhisattvas. Thus, one engages in subduing. First, one abandons dressing up and looking attractive, or applying sweet scents like camphor and sandalwood, which are applied with the intention to charm. Then one abandons adorning one's body with garlands of flowers, jewels, and so on. One abandons earrings, bracelets, and so on, which are the 3 kinds of adornment. One abandons moving one's limbs for the sake of frolic and laughter. And one vows to remain silent in various ways, which refers to abandoning the 3 kinds of entertainment: dancing, singing melodiously by elevating and lowering one's voice, and playing instruments such as string instruments or flutes. Second, one abandons eating at inappropriate times and does not consume from noon until sunrise the next day any food such as grains and fruit to quell one's hunger. One may, however, drink liquids such as water and tea to quell the pangs of thirst. Third, one abandons sitting on high and luxurious seats. This means not to sit upon any seat higher than 1 cubit, or upon seats bedecked with silks and brocades, or tigers and leopard skin, which are unsuitable for ordinary people. Thus, when the 3 kinds of entertainment, including dancing, and the 3 kinds of adornment, such as garlands, are considered as 1 branch, these are the 3 branches of subduing discipline. Thus, thinking, I shall keep these 8 branches without corruption until sunrise tomorrow, one repeats the following.
Tene sokyu mebza
Ine sochu michanshin,
Yinje Noryang Mebza,
Shingi noya lamija,
Chipi Chijang Mejeje,
Bigbe chukya michechin,
Zunje Chikjang Menhawa,
Dunki tsukya miwawa,
Dune Mangbo Nye Jingbe,
Donyi mapo netepe,
Changne Yongso Pamasa,
Chani yoso pawacha,
Chitin Chinto Mebza,
Titen chito michachin,
Degin Tuma Yinbe Se,
Vishinduma ipese,
Tadam Chungma Tamnegi,
Dida tawa danikien,
Nadam Garso Pamasa,
Buddha kaso pawacha,
Teta Jajong Tadene,
Dida chachon tatuni,
Sokyu Laso Mezepa,
Ochu laso michepa,
Teta Sokyu Laso Pan,
Vita chuchu laso pan,
Nami Sanchu Yotocho,
Name changchu nyotosho,
Nonghan Mandu Simchina,
Duga matu simchenan,
细变出来多有
Dipe sole doa sho. From now on, I will not kill, I will not steal the belongings of others. I will not engage in sexual activities. I will not speak false words. I will totally abstain from alcohol as it's a gateway for many mistakes. I will not sit on high and luxury seats. I will not eat at inappropriate times. I will not use perfumes, jewelry, and ornaments. I will avoid entertainment such as song and dance. Just as the Arhats refrains at all times from these actions such as taking the lives of others, so shall I avoid these actions such as taking the lives of others. May I swiftly attain unsurpassed awakening, and may sentient beings fraught with many sufferings be freed from the ocean of cyclic existence. From now on, I will not kill. I will not steal the belongings of others. I will not engage in sexual activities. I will not speak false words. I will totally abstain from alcohol as it a gateway for many mistakes. I will not sit on high and luxury seats. I will not eat at inappropriate times. I will not use perfumes, jewelry, and ornaments. I will avoid entertainment such as song and dance. Just as the Arhats refrained at all times from these actions, such as taking the lives of others, so shall I avoid these actions, such as taking the lives of others. May I swiftly attain unsurpassed awakening, and may sentient beings fraught with many sufferings be freed from the ocean of cyclic existence. So
대답을 추천 대니 달 선바 사회 제도 박바 동요 자회 파르的선바 조건 행복 종래 송와 추천 남다 게 종대 대배 되심제 자와 세당 제배 세첨제 풍보 단지 랑주 나조 관시바 당 능치 추첨 차례 니바 탐지 다발 시징 신치 만년바시 바소 피용 도마다 딘바 안대의 지도로.
In order to develop such discipline to perfection, the Dharani of the essence of the 6 paramitas of the Noble Amoga Pasha Sutra mentions the numerous benefits of this dharani, such as, by reciting this dharani of pure discipline, the entire accumulation of ethical discipline of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 3 times will be brought to perfection within one's own mind stream, and all faults of one's previous violations of discipline will be purified, and henceforth one's discipline will not decline. Thus repeat the dharani.
Om Amongashala.
Om Amokashila.
Sambara Sambara.
Sambara Sambara.
Barabara Mahashuddha.
Barabara Mahashuddha.
Satopema Babakata.
Satopema Bibuketa.
Bunza Dara Dara.
Bunza Dara Dara.
Saminta Avalokite.
Samanta Avalokite.
Om Pe Sova.
Om Pe Svaha.
Om Amongashala.
Om Amokashila.
Sambara Sambara.
Sambara Sambara.
Barabara Mahashuddha.
Barabara Mahashuddha.
Satopema Babakata.
Satopema Bibuketa.
Bunza Dara Dara.
Bunza Dara Dara.
Saminta Avalokite.
Samanta Avalokite.
Om Pe Sova.
Om Pe Svaha.
Om Amongashala.
Om Amokashila.
Sambara Sambara.
Sambara Sambara.
Barabara Mahashuddha.
Barabara Mahashuddha.
Satopema Babakata.
Satopema Bibuketa.
Bunza Dara Dara.
Bunza Dara Dara.
Saminta Avalokite.
Samanta Avalokite.
Om Pe Sova.
Om Pe Svaha. Bara 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 mahasudra sadopema babakunda dura lokada hom bedo amango julu sumbara sambara bara bara mahasudra sadu kanda kanda dara dara sami hom bedo amango sambara sambara bara bara mahasudra sadu Yanda Binda Dara Dara Saminda Valukada Home Amanga
Shilo Sumbara Sambara Bara Bara Mahajita Sadu Bimanda Nasamindo Valukata Hom Mango Shilo Sumbara Sambara Bara Bara Mahajita Sadu Bimanda Dura Dura Alokata Hom Namanda Shilo Sumbara Sambara Bara Bara Mahajita Sadu Bimanda Dara Dara Samindara Lokata Hom Mango Shilo Sumbara Sambara Bara Bara Mahajita Dara Dara Samindara Lokata Hom Mango Shilo Sumbara Sambara Bara Bara Mahajita Sadu Bimanda Dara Dara Samindara Lokata Hom Mango Shilo Sumbara Sambara Bara Bara Mahajita Sadu Bimanda Dara Dara Samindara Lokata Hom Mango Shilo Sumbara Sambara Bara Bara Mahajita Sadu Bimanda Jamindara Lokata Hom Namago Shilo Sumbara Sambara Bara Bara Mahajita Sadu Bimanda Dara Dara Samindara Mezo Mango Shilo Sumbara Sambara Bara Bara Mahajita Sadu Bimanda Dara Samindara Lokata Hom Mango Shilo Sumbara Sambara Bara Bara Mahajita Sadu Bimanda Dara Dara Samindara Hom Mango Shilo Sumbara Sambara Bara Bara Mahajita Sadu Bimanda Dara Samindara Lokata Hom Mango Shilo Sumbara Sambara Bara Bara Mahajita Sadu Bimanda Dara Dara Samindara Bezo Mango Shilo Sumbara Sambara Bara Bara Mahajita Sadu Bimanda Dara Dara Samindara So Mango Shilo Sumbara Sambara Bara Bara Mahajita Sadu Bimanda Dara Samindara Bezo Mango Shilo Sumbara Sambara Bara Bara Mahajita Sadu Bimanda Dara Dara Samindara Bezo Mango Shilo Sumbara Sambara Bara Bara Mahajita Dara Dara Samindara Lokata Hom Bezo Tene sanchok samba sambe sanchok je juba je ba che ni lin som che lin som de samba tra molan ta pa la te lam deva tang juba deva pa mang de cho do ban je pa sambe molan le som se chum je pa de samba Yongso zo parsi pen monlam daye jitun zo.
Furthermore, when the bodhisattvas of the past performed enlightened actions out of love, having made fervent aspirations throughout the 3 periods of the day and the 3 periods of the night, they enjoyed ease on the path. The path was applied with ease, and they completed the accumulations of many eons. Thus, one repeats the aspiration that completely perfects the paramita of discipline, which has arisen out of an aspiration of love, through flawless discipline in accordance with the rules of conduct.
Chunje Tsujum Jimi Jin
Kimki Tsulting Kumeching.
Sutrum number Tadam
Sutim Nampa Dadan Den.
Lopsimi Pe Sutrum de
Lomse Mipe Tsultimki.
Sutrum Para Sindo Yo.
Paro Jitso Sho. Through flawless discipline in accordance with the rules of conduct, through perfectly pure discipline, and through discipline devoid of arrogance, may I carry the perfection of discipline to completion.
Gong Pak Pa Le Zhe Pie Xian Ni So Jiong Dong Chu La Lu Yong Pa Ji Pa Pe Mi Nam La Zhou War Ji Ji Song Ba Dar Zhong Din De Xia Yu Pe Gap Ran Dong Yi Ji Tang Ji Pe Mi Ne Li Ni Song Wa Nam Jiang Sum Che Zai Sum Jie Lai Er De Ji Xian NyungNe Jungzi Nyamba Da Jia Qi Ji Ji La Ne Se Ji Wei Pei Yong Ba De Mi Ba Song Xian De Le Jiang Che Ba De Da Wa Zhu Ne Do Le Gang Ji Gar Ba Sam Ji Me Cha Ba Jar Wa Se Wa Mang La Chu Zhe Ne Gang Ji Tam Chu Ra Dun Ji Ba Ne Deshit la gakpar chupece. Nincintune la pace chupa. Tene teve sunan papar song. Shipa tar. Timba jepece. Yungu tomba song wang le. Bata sanje je timba tar tukke kamder. Nincin jekto domba na jek song wa pinyong che xe. Yang Sang Chok Sim Jie Sim Bu Dun Bu Ping Nam Ka Dan Cip Zong Mi Jie Zhou Bu Sang Jie Jie Gong Peng To Pa Ren Jo La Xie Ba Da Li Jie Gap Su Jul Nga Dor Jie Te Bu La Dang Nga Jie Nam Jul Sa Mo Tang Re Wan Nyam So Lang Ba Cim Da Ren Zeng Jie Char Dun Ku Jie Xie Zang Go Yang Me Ci Ju Zhu Le Men Jiang Le Xia Jia Jin Bo Chou Ge Mu Zhu To Ba Si Ba Yin Ba Ga Wa Gong Xin De Da Ge Wa De Yang Yong Hong Wa Jin Ma Tep Ne Control So Jin Ga Xie Ge Se Ban Ju Wa Yin Be De Na Ge Za San Chou Qin Ho Wa De Ye Ji Du Zu
The glorious protector Arya Nagarjuna said, "Grant the vows of Sojong to men and women alike so that they may obtain the pleasing bodies of the gods who act as they wish." Thus, in the past, when Lord Buddha was alive, even those who kept the one-day NyungNe vows a single time, with merely a selfish mind, were reborn in the God realm of the 33. Since even those who have slightly transgressed the one-day NyungNe vows will be reborn in the God abodes of the four great kings, it is said that the benefits of taking the vows are unfathomable. Moreover, it specifically states in the Moon Lamp Sutra that the merit of practicing a single precept for a single day and night during an era when the holy Dharma is being destroyed and the teachings of the Sugata are coming to an end is far greater to making offerings to millions of Buddhas for inconceivable eons. The merit of practicing a single precept for a single day and night during an era when the holy Dharma is being destroyed and the teachings of the Sugata are coming to an end is far greater to making offerings to millions of Buddhas for inconceivable eons. Thus, it is of greater benefit to keep a single vow for a single day during the final times of the present Buddha's teachings than it would have been to keep vows for a long time during former times when the teachings flourished. Furthermore, the benefits of taking vows with a mind of bodhicitta are immeasurable like space and will lead to the attainment of the state of complete Buddhahood. In particular, in the present context, by engaging in this practice in relation to a deity of the secret mantra Vajrayana and the profound yogas of the Mantrayana, one will join the ranks of the Vidyadharas in this very life, and however long it may take, it will not take more than 16 lifetimes to attain the supreme city of Mahamudra. Thus rejoice. However, if you do not seal such virtues in the end with dedication, they can become exhausted through various conditions such as anger. Therefore, please dedicate these roots of virtue toward great awakening by repeating the following.
Holy Spirit, may I attain omniscience. Having defeated the enemies, my wrongdoings, may I liberate all beings who are tossed in the ocean of samsara by the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death. In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly, I take refuge until attaining enlightenment. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Om Svabhava Shuddha Savadama Svabhava Shuddham. All phenomena become void. From within the state of emptiness upon a precious ground appears a lovely boundless palace complete with all the perfect attributes, within which I vividly appear as the great compassionate one. Arising from a moon disk at my heart is marked with a silver tree. From the tree at my heart, light rays radiate and invite the glorious Guru, who is indivisible from the great compassionate one. Surrounded by the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the four families, he appears in the space in front of me and sits upon a moon disk resting on a 1,000-petal lotus flower which sits upon a jewel throne. Homage to the Gurus who embody all Buddhas, whose essence is a Vajra holder and who are the root of the three jewels. Homage and praise to the radiant Amitabha, the Dharmakaya of all the bliss-gone ones of the three times, appearing as Avalokiteshvara, the 11-faced one who gazes upon all beings of the 6 realms. Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watches over beings, who untainted by faults is white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Homage and praise to the Sugatas of the 5 families, who prevail over skillful means and supreme wisdom, and who, though inseparable from the space-like Dhammakaya, emanate distinctly in rainbow-like forms. From the seed syllable at my heart emanate goddesses who offer flowers, incense, lamps, perfumes, food, and the like. Raja Holder and others, please heed me. With heartfelt regret I confess all transgressions of the 3 kinds of vows which I have committed while overpowered by ignorance. Whatever wrongs I have done at any time, I confess them with great fear. From now on I will not allow them to happen again. I rejoice in all virtue and I supplicate you to turn the wheel of Dharma. Holding in mind the awakened state of Buddhahood, I dedicate all virtues to supreme enlightenment. May all sentient beings be endowed with happiness. May they be free from all suffering. May they never be without happiness. May they abide in great equanimity. Om Svabhava Shuddha Savadama Svabhava Shuddhoham Om Shunyata Jnana Vajja Svabhava Atmakoham. All phenomena that are subsumed under perceiver and perceived become empty. From within this state, the nature of my mind appears as a white tree upon a lotus and moon disk. From it, light streams forth and fulfills the purpose of sentient beings. The light then gathered back into the tree, which transforms into a golden lotus marked with a tree. From the tree, light emanates once again in the form of hooks and lassos that invite the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions. They dissolve into the lotus and tree, and instantly transform into me, appearing as the noble Avalokiteshvara. My body is youthful, white in color with 11 faces. The main face is white, the right face is green, and the left face is red. Above them, the middle face is green, the right face is red, and the left face is white. Above them, the middle face is red, the right face is white, and the left face is green. These faces have a peaceful expression. Above all of them is a black, wrathful face with 3 eyes, bare fangs, and a menacing, frowning grimace. Above it is a red, peaceful face with a crown protrusion. Unadorned, it is visible from the neck up. Of my 8 main hands, the first 2 on top are folded in prayer at my heart. Below it, the second right hand holds a crystal mala. The third is in the gesture of supreme generosity, and the fourth holds a wheel. The second left hand holds a lotus. The third holds an anointing vase, and the fourth holds a bow and arrow. My remaining 992 hands are in the gesture of supreme giving, and each of the 1,000 hands has an eye on its palm. I am adorned with ornaments of precious gems, and am wearing an upper garment of antelope skins draped over my left breast. My lower garment is made from Benares. My crown is adorned with a diadem of beautiful silks, and I emit rays of white light. At my heart upon a moon disk is a white letter tree, whose light rays invite Avalokiteshvara and his retinue from the pure land of Potala. Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watches over beings, who untainted by faults is white in color and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Ja, Hum, Bam, Ho. We merge inseparably, and my three places become marked with the syllables Om, Ah, Hum. Again, light radiates from the tree at my heart, which causes the 5 Tathagatas to come here. From their hearts emanate the 4 mothers, holding primordial wisdom nectar, which they use to bestow empowerment directly upon me. The nectar overflows and transforms into the essence of the Guru, appearing as Amitabha at my crown, Akshobhya at my forehead, Ratnasambhava behind my right ear, Amokasiddhi behind my left ear, and Vairochana at the nape of my neck. Thus I am crowned by the lords of the 5 families. At my heart upon a lotus and moon is the essence of the wisdom being, the great compassionate one. He is the size of a thumb joint, and at his heart is a samadhi being appearing as a white letter she. From it light issues forth and purifies the obscurations of all beings, and they all transform into the great compassionate one. The light then returns and dissolves back into the she.
Nama sarvada danga devi 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 Namaya valuke Yoraya bodhisattva Asadoya mokarinaka Jayata daradara Dudu Lama Bu Nima Narahate Samyasambuddha Nama Sarvadadanga Debe Adebe Samyasambuddha Namaya Valuka Buddhisadoya Madhadoya Makarandaka Tayata Umdaradara Maharandaya Tatangataya Arahadaya Samyasambuddha Namasavadadanga Debe Samyasambuddha Namaya Loka Soraya Buddhisadaya Masadaya Makaranaka Daradara Kusama Kusama Elemela Titindala Makana Sova Namarama Royo Namaya Jana Sanguram Viruta Vaharam Joyo Tatunga Toyo Arohote Sanyusa Veda Amasa Tatunga Jibi Hotibi Samya Sambitibi Anaya Valokit Soraya Bodhisattva Masadoya Mahakarindaka Teya Taha Daradara Du Edeve Solitara Radole Prata Kusama Kusama Nidino Lama Banasa Namarimadaya Anamaya Sangura Mirata Maharandaya Tatungataya Arahate Samyasambuddha Namasavadadanga Debe Debe Samyasambuddha Namaya Valuka Soraya Buddhisattva Masadoya Makarindaka Yayata Umdaradara Du Edavata Talita Adale Bada Kusama Kusama Elemele Titindala Mapanaya So Yadam Duru 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 Rama Kusuma Ramana Manasa Yadam Dada Duru 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 Kusame Kusuma Manasa Yadam Duru 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 Lama Kusuma Ramana Yadam duru 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 Kazuma kazuma Yadam dara dara diri diri duru 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 Kazuma kazuma Yadam dara dara diri diri duru 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 Yadam dara dara diri diri duru 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 Yadam duru 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 Mapana yaso 在创年经，得那些着，那么不做的定把你，你们不记那吧。作为说给当不你，多个多着人，真正顺便去经历，也并不落人，用尽你别马当，准备记录也。多有所人把我，带来参你个个，他个个当你去经历，带到东朝算了，也带到今日的把我，那人亲近他。孤独那么巴呢，这都不必个个些日子上他的，两多的就的，我这个不错就。等到这里吧，马不跟着沙家进，沙的行里面就能不算能沙家进，老人长的人家是公主进沙家进。那得我们那也个不算就个着，那那种的，可家庭啥家庭，更加能亲近的心，也生前白上来。这一些事吧，记得
O Svabhava Shuddha Savadama Svabhava Shuddham. All phenomena become void. From within this state, from the tree at my heart emanates the letter broom, which travels to the space in front of me. The broom then melts and transforms into a palace of jewels, square with 4 doors. Inside is a jewel throne and a moon disk, upon which is a multicolored 8-petal lotus. At its center is a tree which transforms into the great compassionate one, crystal clear, resembling myself. His body is youthful, white in color with 11 faces. The main face is white, the right face is green, and the left face is red. Above them the middle face is green, the right face is red, and the left face is white. Above them the middle face is red, the right face is white, and the left face is green. These faces have a peaceful expression. Above all of them is a black, wrathful face with 3 eyes, bare fangs, and a menacing, frowning grimace. Above it is a red, peaceful face with a crown protrusion. Unadorned, it is visible from the neck up. Of his 8 main hands, the first 2 on top are folded in prayer at his heart. Below it, the second right hand holds a crystal mala. The third is in the gesture of supreme generosity, and the fourth holds a wheel. The second left hand holds a lotus, the third holds an anointing vase, and the fourth holds a bow and arrow. His remaining 992 hands are in the gesture of supreme giving, and each of the 1,000 hands has an eye in its palm. He is adorned with ornaments of precious gems, and wears an upper garment of antelope skin, draped over his left breast. The lower garment is made from Benares. The crown is adorned with a diadem of beautiful silks, and he emits rays of white light. Above, a Shri transforms into red Amitabha, his hands in the gesture of Samadhi. In the east, a Hum transforms into blue Akshobhya, his hand in the earth-touching gesture. In the south, a Tram transforms into yellow Ratna Sambhava, his hands in the gesture of supreme giving. In the west, an Om transforms into white Vairochana in the aspect of supreme awakening. In the north, an A transforms into green Amoghasiddhi with his hands in the gesture of granting protection. All of them are adorned with jewels, and the three places are marked with the three seed syllables. The light radiating from the three syllables invites the wisdom beings who dissolve into him. Thus we have merged non-dually. Homage to the Gurus who embody all Buddhas, whose essence is a Vajra holder and who are the root of the three jewels. Homage and praise to the radiant Amitabha, the Dharmakaya of all the bliss-gone ones of the three times, appearing as Avalokiteshvara, the 11-faced one, who gazes upon all beings of the six realms. Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watches over beings who, untainted by faults, is white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Homage and praise to the Sugatas of the five families who prevail over skillful means and supreme wisdom, and who, though inseparable from the space-like Dharmakaya, emanate distinctly in rainbow-like forms. From the seed syllable at my heart emanate goddesses who offer flowers, incense, lamps, perfumes, food, and the like.
Year-Round NyungNe GDS Dec,三種修持方法所以不是如因灭度，假如若能你的因般的常记没得报，也度过门的先知之不修。人民的三不的不，三九喇嘛把其门将心，这孙的西公不多吧，他西巴门可也万门内心，南卡达娘比多那。yo dan dan dun de yo to je chen ba san de shi de jun ba bun ba yong su kan wa je.
Vajrahodra and others, please heed me. With heartful regret I confess all transgressions of the three kinds of vows which I have committed while overpowered by the three poisons. Whatever wrongs I have done at any time, I confess them with great fear. From now on I will not allow them to happen again. I rejoice in all virtue, and I supplicate you to turn the wheel of Dharma. Holding in mind the awakened state of Buddhahood, I dedicate all virtues to supreme enlightenment. The ground is sprinkled with scented water and strewn with flowers. It is adorned with Mount Meru, the four continents, the sun, and the moon. By visualizing it as a Buddha realm and offer it, may all beings enjoy the perfect purity of this realm. Having offered this excellent and pleasing mandala, may we experience no obstacles on the path to awakening. May we realize the enlightened mind of the Sugatas of the three times. May we neither strain to samsara nor rest in nirvana's peace. May all beings, limitless as the sky is vast, become liberated. Streams of Pramoda wisdom nectar descend from my fingers and those of the great compassionate one in front, filling the vase completely.
Namma sarvata tanga debe debe samyo debe namaya lokebe yoraya buddhi sadaya masadoya makarunaka jayata daradara dere 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 Maharanjaya Tathagata Arahate Samya Sambuddha Nama Savada Danga Debe Debe Amya Sambudebe Namaya Dukke Yaraya Buddha Sadhaya Mahaguni Ayata daradara dara 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 Mani Pime,
Then I, the deity wisdom being, dissolve into the main deity in front. Above my crown is Gelama Palmo, who supplicates the Noble One on my behalf.
Javarakada Aya Ava Luke de Shora Beche Shirena de Tutranam Tokidam Babu Chini Sola Gelama Pamutu Shisha.
In the English language, Gelama Palmo's praise to the Noble Lord Avalokiteshvara.
Buddhishina Tajinse, Asanjide Date Ponse, Osan Shiji Pime Nambrajin, Buddhishina Kantha Masanche, O Shari Jibo Do Tanjin, O Chinje Pima Jota Sanya, No Kawa Tunta Nunga Trinidi, O Timeo Tamate Sombe, O Dibe Uzi Tere Markaji, O Pimento Dasani Marshi, O Tungo Diji Dodo Diji, O Rinchi Manga Pumani Neji, O Lumen Chandra Sundri Juji, Dapa Benamaka, O Nijodu Bijin Chan, O Timame Babimen Cholani, O Tivamini Pimen Dodoja, O Sejakaran Jolanote, O Tuzuti Berada Shantanri, O Tapejin Jansojin Barasin, O Choni Suna Mambo Nivaso, O Tadadi Dune Ganeshe, O Sumtaji Jin Kaji Jibate, Ali Chin Chote Dubun Kuli Java, O Siji Kundu Dui Shayo, O Tambine Sa Yevin Bante, Numben Dundo Naji Tudrishi, Ayam Danya Sayin Timbanye, Po Min Soda Chin Soledo, O Kanye Tato Torananaku, Etine Zidya Buyalosin, Etubin Chonda Tajasate, Natine Jibon Nepime, Ronjion de Tamonjia Tand, Tanjit Lana Papa, Nyam Jitin Kupolosan, Long Jitina Masiva Sanjita, O Layeto, Dudan Sambitu, Matapedan, Dubi Dubranje, O Jitin Sumjin Gumo Chola San, Yepani Kude Kunanzem, O Deshina Toy Ujinsi, O Sain Chuje Date Gose, O San Siji Pime Nambaji, O Tijana Benchua Masanji, O Spreji Bado Donji, O Jinji Bema Chodo Sanye, O Kawa Tondo Nanga Tingi, O Timi Chamade Tombunji, O Zibi Uzi Jari Mubiji, O Pime Choda Sani Mwase, Dunga Jinji Dodo Tingi Yu, Arin Chimanga Kumani Najim, O Lumen Chukri Sukri Jubi Yu, O Rita Papa Naman Baka, O Ninja Du Bidin Jinan Chang, O Tamame Pime Cholani, O Tivini Pime Dadanja, O Sidi Kiran Chola Nurte, O Tuzu Tibi Rizu Chantonji, O Tupi Jinjong Tojin Parasi, O Choni Suna Mabu Nima So, Devi Jone Kane Se, O Sundam Zijin Kuju Jibutu, O Nujin Chote Dubun Pule Jar, O Siji Kundu Doi Shaye O Chambi Drashi, Ayang Zanye Azayin Timba Nye, Ami Chodo Ju Chuli Du, O Kanye Tata Toran Nane Ku, Nye Jini Ziji Obu Yolosin, Te Tupen Choda Taja Sati, No Dini Chibo Nikuni, Nung Jiwa Data Mang Jiwa Tan, Tajiktin Jiktin Lana Kapakanda, Ya Jitin Gu Palasa, La Jitin Masiva Samjitu, Lai Tu Dudo Sambitu, Tepe Janjo Tepe Tebande, Jitin Sunjin Gubo Chola Sun, Lo Deshi Pami Kuti Kunante, O Deshi No Toy Ujinse, O San Juje Date Kunse, O San Siji Pime Nambardi, La Chijana Benchua Masanju, Nijiba Do Tunzi, O Jinji Pema Chodo Sanyang, O Kawa Tanda Naka Tingadi, O Tima Chamate Tungandi, O Zibi Ose Chiri Mabiji, O Pinan Sota Sani Ngase, O Tunga Diji Duda Diji, O Rinchima Bakuni Niji, O Lami Chutri Sukri Jimshin Yu, O Rita Papa Naman Baka, O Nijadu Bijin Jinacha, O Tamame Papime Cholani, O Tivingini Pivi Dodoja, O Sije Karan Cholanote, Tazitebe Hezu Shantumzi, O Tebe Jinjan Pajin Parasan, O Choni Suna Mabu Nima So, O Tudu Dune Gani Se, O Sumtazi Jin Kuju Jibati, O Lujin Jodu Dubun Kuglejo, O Sidi Kudu Dai Shaye, O Chambi Nisa Yevi Mate, O Mumbi 诸众罗基诸多西，我有诸尼阿所耶帝摩尼，我民所当真所利多，我感耶大多陀罗那那克，耶今日之间我也老师，耶这边做的大家说的，那天的七八的妹妹。让就的他梦家谈，一天接的来那个发生的，娘接听过婆罗松，老接听那么是我从接听，我所以说都当特别的，我特别讲究特别的本事，我接听顺境个我做老松。老的些把美国的不让人，我的些那他有个就是，我才去接到这公司，我才用世界飞奔那么近，我这些那本都马上去，我下来接报道通知，我今天别嘛就多少人。我靠东中能够成为的，我只买家没得出门的，我这边儿在家里没回去，我本来操打3年没儿子，我中国真正多大的英雄，我年轻嘛不瞒你来讲，没强的说的讲信用。我这大把跟那么把卡，我你家都给紧紧难上，我这么没把别人做了的，我对面的别人都当家，我世界干上去了那天，我都是这辈子想当自己，我特别紧张做紧把人事。我求你是那么不你我说，我他的地就那个的事，我是他最近可就的不对，我的今朝的不公不的家，我是这个的这一下也有，我曾给你上也没嘛的，我们这种逻辑这东西。那样子呢，所以对嘛呢？我们做到全从来都，我刚也到的突然那里不，你今天是讲我老师，也对别叫的大家说的，那天的希望你并没有，让希望的他忙交谈。等了那个把公着就。
I prostrate to the protector of the universe, the guru of the universe, son by means of all three realms, praised by God's Marabama, Vishkanting, King of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing all bliss gone. Once you crowns adorn with the Buddha boundless light, you generate as if to hungry ghosts. You left sons adorned with a gold lotus. You perfume her flashes with lighting bound up like red gold garlands. Oh, your face is beautiful, shining full moon, and your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite you smith smelling bodies. White as a snow ink, your ugly glittering pearls, you are decked in radiance like the red of dawn. You had sped like perfect lotuses, arranged on a steel lake, you think like the atom. Clouds, many jewels are on your shoulders, you young palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. You left spread is covered by antelope hide, beautified by funny rings, bestlets, anklets. you are wide on a pristine pure. Lotus and your belly smooth as a lotus petal, you sublime gold berry studded with fun. Gems from your hips, that garments of the finest silk, soaping wisdom of the Buddha gone be. Young gathering must merit you reach the sublime lower worlds, liberate as a soft delight. You dispel age and disease, you are supreme among beings, victor over Mara's holds golden exchanging dream, beautify your feet. You for boundless static, you beings in peace, dignified like elephant, graceful as swan, doctrine's keeper, all accumulations. Then savor from the oceans of milky water, men or women, if you rise each day. Then devote your mind with respect to Chen Rezik, and you praise him with his excellent pure song. We serve freely and purely, then all of you worthy and transcended wishes will be fulfilled in this life and all of your future lives. Oh, I prostrate to the protector of the universe, the guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by God's Marabama, wish granting, King of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, no body containing all bliss can. Once you crowns adorn with the Buddha boundless light, you generous as used to hungry ghosts, you left sands adorned with a glow. To your perfume have flushes with lighting bound up like red gold garlands. How your face is beautiful, shining full moon, and your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite you mesmerizing bodies, white as the snow in coat, your optic glittering pearls. You are decked in radiance like the red of dawn. You had sped like perfect lotus Susa, ranged on a steel lake. You sting like the atom clouds. Many jewels adorn your shoulders. You young palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. You are spread discovered by antelope hide, beautified by fine earrings, bracelets, anklets. You are wide on a pristine pure lotus, and your belly smooth as a lotus petal. You sublime gold berry studded with fine gems from your hips, straight garments of the finest silk, supreme wisdom of the Buddha gone be. Young gathering vast merit, you reach the sublime lower realms, liberate essence of the light. You dispel age and disease, you are supreme among beings, victor over Mara's holds golden exchanging, beautify your feet. You for boundless static, you beings in peace, dignified like elephant, graceful as swan, doctrine's keeper, all accumulations. Then savor from the oceans of milky water, men or women, if you rise each day. Then devote your mind with respect to Chen Rezik, and you praise him with his excellent pure song. Recite clearly and purely, then all of your worldly and transcended wishes will be fulfilled in his life and all of your future lives. Oh, I prostrate to the protector of the universe, the guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by God's Marabama, wish granting, King of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing all this can. Once you crowns adorned with the Buddha boundless light, you generous as used to hungry those you left signs adorned with a glow. To you perfume have flashes with lighting bound up like red gold garlands. So your face is beauty full shining full moon and your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite you smelling bodies white as a snowing coat, your hotly glittering pearls. You are dipped in radiance like the red of dawn. You had spread like perfect lotus soothes, ranged on a steel like you sting like the atom clouds. Many jewels are on your shoulders, you young palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. You left spread discovered by antelope, hide beautified by fine iris bracelets, anklets. You are but on a pristine pure lotus, and your belly smooth as a lotus petal. You so black, gold belly studded with fun. Gems from your hips, red garments of the finest silk, supreme wisdom of the Buddha gone be. Young gathering vast merit, you reach the sublime. Lower ranks liberate essence of the light. You dispel age and disease, you are supreme among beings, victor over Mara's horns, golden, excellent, jingling, beautify your feet. You for boundless set secure beings in peace, dignified like elephant, graceful as swan, doctrine's keeper, all accumulations. Done savor from the oceans of milky water, man or woman, if you rise each day. Then devote your mind with respect to Chenrezig, and you praise him with his excellent pure song. Recite clearly and purely, then all of your worldly and transcended wishes will be fulfilled in his life and all of your future lives.
Om Bema Soto Maya, Balaya, Bema Soto Dinova, Tirudu Meba, Zutukayo Meba, Subajo, Honorado Meba, So Sidim Banzo, So Kumasuda Me, Tadam Kira Kuro Hong, Ha 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 Ho, Bank, Rada Pema Mamina Zapeva, Mahasamaya Soto, Bate, Yurene. Dun, dun, dun. Sun Chu Sim Yang Xian, Xia La Song De Ten Zhen Ne Kun Qin Xi Ra Do Bo Xin Ji Do.
Please grant your blessing that the teachings and the holder of the teachings will remain for a long time, and that myself and all sentient beings may train in bodhicitta. Grant your blessing that we may fully attain the union of shamatha and vipassana, and that we may perfectly realize omniscient wisdom.
Om Soba Vashuddha Soba Dhamma Soba Radha Maro Kado Kurunita Nam Punto Dimbe Tomade Abba Jireva Ajarva Siddhi.
Bestow my endowed with perfect color, odor, taste, and potency, I offer to the noble Lord Avalokiteshvara, the Buddha and the Bodhisattvas. In this and all my future lives, may I be born in a good family, and may I be endowed with a clear intellect free from pride, and may I have great compassion and devotion to the Guru. May my samaya with generosity remain firm. May Bodhisattva have a precious and supreme mind, arise in whom it has not yet arisen. Where it has arisen, may it not decline, but ever increase, higher and higher. We send nectar to the protector Avalokiteshvara, a lamp for wandering beings. May all defilements and the two kinds of obscuration of all beings be completely purified, and may there be the auspiciousness for all beings to achieve the stainless Vikayas. Lord, please heed me. I request you to forgive my lack of clarity in meditation, corrupt and mantra recitations, and impure activities regarding cleanliness, all of which I have committed while controlled by lethargy and agitation. In the space before me is the exalted noble one who was born from the 6 syllables. He bathes me with the nectar that flows from his fingers, which purifies the 3 obscurations. The deity then dissolves into my crown. Dedication from Shantideva as the way of the Bodhisattva. By all the virtue I have now amassed by composition of this book, which speaks of entry to the Bodhisattva way, may every being tread the path to Buddhahood. May beings everywhere who suffer torment in the minds and bodies have, by virtue of my merit, joy and happiness in boundless measure. As long as they may linger in samsara, may the present joy know no decline, and may the taste of unsurpassed beatitude in constant and unbroken continuity. Throughout the spheres and reaches of the world, in hellish states, wherever they may be, may beings fettered there, tormented, taste the bliss and peace of Sukhavati. May those caught in the freezing ice be warmed, and from the massing clouds of Bodhisattvas' prayers, may torrents rain in boundless streams to cool those burning in infernal fires. May forests where the leaves are blades and swords become swift groves and pleasant woodland glades, and may the trees of miracles appear, supplanting those upon the hill of Shalmali. And may the very pits of hell be sweet with fragrant pools, all perfumed with scents of lotuses, be lovely with the cries of swan and goose and waterfowl, so pleasing to the ear. May fiery coals turn into heaps of jewels, the burning ground become a crystal floor, the crashing hills celestial abodes, adorned with offerings, the dwelling place of Buddhas. May the hail of lava, fiery stones, and weapons henceforth become a rain of blossoms, and those whose hail is to fight and wound be turned to lovers offering the flowers. And those engulfed in fiery Vaitarani, the flesh destroyed, the bones bleached white as kunda flowers, may they, through all my merit strength, have godlike forms, and sport with goddesses in Mandakini's peaceful streams. What fear is it, they ask, that grips the henchmen of the deadly lord, the frightful vultures and the carrion crows? What noble strength is it that brings us joy and drives away our dreadful night? And looking skyward, they will see the shining form of Rajapani. Then may their sins be quenched in joy, and may they go to him. And when they see the seething lava flood of hell extinguished in a rain of blossoms, drenched in scented water, at once fulfilled with bliss, they ask, how can this be? And thus the densities of hell will see the one who holds the lotus. Friends, throw away your fear and quickly gather here. For who is it who comes to banish dread, this youth with bound-up gleaming hair, this loving bodhisattva saving and protecting every being, whose power relieves all pain, increasing joy? Do you see the splendor of his house that echoes phrases of 1,000 goddesses, the 100 gods who lay their diadems before his lotus feet, the rain flowers falling on his head, his eyes moist with compassion? Thus may those in hell cry out on seeing Manjughosha. And likewise, when through these my roots of virtue they see the joyful clouds let fall the cooling scented rain, the obscurations cleansed by bodhisattvas like Samantabhadra, may all those languishing in hell come now to perfect happiness. And may the stooping animals be freed from fear of being preyed upon each other's food. And may the famished spirits have such joy as those who dwell within the northern continent. And may they be replete and satisfied by streams of milk that pour from noble Lord Avalokite's hand, and bathing in it may they be refreshed and cooled. And may the blind receive the sight, and may the deaf begin to hear, and women near the time brings forth like Maya Devi, free from any pain. And may the naked now be clothed, and all the hungry eat their fill, and may those parched with thirst receive pure waters and delicious drink. May the poor and destitute find wealth, the haggard and the careworn joy. May confidence relieve those in despair and bring them steadfastness and every excellence. May every being ailing with disease be freed at once from every malady. May all the sickness that afflicts the living be instantly and permanently healed. May those who go in dread have no more fear. May captives be unchanged and now set free. And may the weak receive the strength. May living beings help each other in kindness. May travelers upon the road find happiness no matter where they go, and may they gain without the need of toil the goals on which they set their hearts. May those who put to sea in boat or ship attain the ports that they desire, and may they safely come to shore in swift reunion with the kith and kin. May those who lose their way and stray in misery find fellow travelers, and safe from the threat of thieves and savage beasts be tireless, their journey light. May children and the old, the weak, protectless, be bewildered in the wide and pathless wastes, and those whose mind is dull, and all who are insane, have pure celestial beings as their guardians. May all attain the human state and be possessed of wisdom, faith, and love. With perfect livelihood and sustenance, may they have mindfulness throughout their lives. May everyone have unrestricted wealth, just like the treasury of space, enjoying it according to the wish, without a trace of harm or enmity. May beings destitute of splendor become magnificent and bright, and those worn down by toil and drudgery acquire great beauty and perfection. May all the women in this world attain the strength of Tara, and may the lowly come to excellence, the proud and haughty lose their arrogance. And thus, by all the merit I have gained, may every being living none aside abandon all the evil ways, embracing goodness now and evermore. From bodhicitta may they never separate, and constantly engage in bodhisattva deeds, and may they be accepted as disciples by the Buddhas and turn aside from what is Mara's work. And may these beings, each and every one, enjoy an unsurpassed longevity, living always in contentment. May the very name of death be strange to them. On every side, in all the 10 directions, may groves of wish-fulfilling trees abound, resounding with the sweetness of the teachings spoken by the Buddhas and the Bodhisattva children. And may the earth be awesome everywhere, free from boulders, cliffs, and chasms, flat and even like a level palm and smooth like lapis lazuli. And for many circles of disciples may multitude of bodhisattvas rise in every land, adorning them with every excellence. From bird song and the signing of the trees, from shafts of light and from the sky itself, may living beings each and every one perceive the constant sound of Dharma. May they come into the presence of the Buddhas and meet with bodhisattvas, offsprings of the same, with clouds of offerings unbounded. May the teachers of the world be worshipped. May candy spirits bring the rains on time, for harvest to be rich and plentiful. May princes rule according to the truth, and may the world be blessed with all prosperity. May medicines be strong and full of virtue. May healing spells be chanted with success. May spirits of the air that feed on flesh be kind, their minds imbued with pity. And let no being ever suffer pain. Let them neither ail nor languish, never doing evil. May they have no fear, nor suffer insults, and may their minds be ever free from sorrow. In monasteries, temples, and the like, may reading and reciting widely flourish. May harmony prevail among the Sangha, and may its purpose be all fulfilled. May ordained monks intent upon the practice find perfect places for retreat in solitude, abandon every vagrant thought, and meditate with trained and serviceable minds. May nuns have all their wants supplied. May quarreling, vindictiveness be strange to them. Let all who have embraced monastic life uphold a pure and unimpaired observance. May they feel regret when discipline is broken, and always may they strive to cleanse away the faults. May they thus obtain a fortunate rebirth wherein to undertake unfailing discipline. May the wise and learned be revered and always be sustained by offerings. With minds suffused with purity, may their renown spread far and wide. May beings never languish in the lower realms. May pain and hardship be unknown to them. Enjoying more than godlike strength and beauty, may Buddhahood for them be swiftly gained. Again and yet again, may sentient beings make offerings to all the Buddhas, and with Buddha's unimagined bliss, may they enjoy undimmed and constant happiness. May all the Bodhisattvas now fulfill the high intention for the sake of beings, and sentient beings likewise now receive the good the Buddhas have in store for them. And may the Arhats and Paritaka Buddhas at length attain the perfect happiness. And may I also, through Manjushri's kindness, reach the ground of perfect joy, and throughout the stream of all my lives embrace monastic ordination. Thus may I abide sustained by simple, ordinary fare, and in every life obtain a dwelling place in perfect solitude. Whenever I desire to gaze on him or put to him the slightest question, may I behold the unobstructed vision of Manjughosha, my protector. To satisfy the needs of being dwelling in the 10 directions to the margins of the sky, may I reflect in every deed the perfect exploits of Manjushri. And now, as long as space endures, as long as there are beings to be found, may I continue likewise to remain to drive away the sorrows of the world. The pains and sorrow of all wandering beings, may they ripen only on myself, and may the virtuous company of bodhisattvas bring about the happiness of beings. May the doctrine, only remedy for suffering, the source of every bliss and happiness, be nurtured and upheld with reverence, and throughout a vast continuance of time endure. And now to Manjughosha I prostrate, whose kindness is the wellspring of my good intent, and to my virtuous friends I also bow, whose inspiration gave me strength to grow.
Tom Jin Jin Bala Sam Jalon Dar Sanje Jum Dende Tene Te Jin She Ba Ra Jum Ba Yang Da Ba Zu Be San Ri Ba Da Shab Su Den Ba De War Shi Ban Jik Tin Jin Jivandarva Kalu Jirva Lanami Latamanam Jetun Ba Jum Dende So Tene Te Jin Shikpa Te Dane Sunam Dage Jundum Give Zavanam Chu Me Zava Zubata Ke Rabda Jim Sonam Je Ter Nam Je Ye Bebji Zangbo Nam Je Te Se Nam Je Me To Je Pa Chö Re Pan Tum Thong Nam Thong Pa Me Pa Te Pe Mu Pa Nam Bhagava Shirab Serje Manu Top Nam La Zewa Me Pa Sim Chin Tam Che Je Tun Ba San Cho Sen Ba Nam Je Ya Pa Ba Kanza Nam Je Jar NyungNe Len De Pe Chon Che Ton Ro Wa Nam Je Te Ishi Pa De Me Pa Po Pa Sam Je Me Cha Pa Son Nam Bar Ta Yang Yin Pa Ku Se Ta Wen Cho Me Shi Pa Ku Song Pa Me Tu Pa Ta Ki Ma Gu Pa Zok Ta Ki Nye War Ma Gu Zok Mi Pa Ta Ta Man De Dong Ha Ta Le Nam Pa Cho Wa Pung Bo Na Rab De Cho Wang Ke Nam Ta Ke Dem Na Ya Jin Shi Nam Dam Ba Du Pa Nam Xin De Jie 用所动瓦塔雷南巴卓西巴雷卓瓦丘沃雷嘎瓦伊西用所做雷巴当马宗巴达达达松三界中定的南界伊西拉内NyungNe la ne pa la men ne yang ta pa ni jen ta la ne pa sinh chin tham che la zik sa la yu pa de da ne san je chum din de nam je ke che yong tin yang ta pa nam so te me tam be chu ne to mar ge Pardo ge wa ta mar ge Dong zang bo chen zhe zang bo man de pa yong so zo yong so ta pa yong so sang Jum den de jie chu lek par song ba yang ta pan tong wa ne mi Du che pa me pa nye war dun ba dan tong wa la dong yu Ke pa nam je so so rang ge re pa sa Jum din de je sung be chun dro wa la lek par dun ba ni par jong Dục pe san chok tun ro a se pa men tun pa me jing du pa tang din pa yu pa jo che pa wo tek pa jen bu gen du ne lek pa sho pa rik pa sho Chong pur sho pa tun pur sho pa tham mo jar ve u su jo Sa sa ve u su jo pa so nam je par je shen Yong yong so jong wa chen po jum pe ne so jo Kun de yang jin be ne so jo Qian bo wo san je yong din san me chap Tam be chu jang san me chap Pak pe gen dun san me chap San me chap la te zen Nam para me bang san me chap Nam da xin de je wa sho Om guru ben zan ne ve te a ho Om sarva buddha bodhi sattva bayo ben zan ne ve te a ho Om karma deva mendala ben zan ne ve te a ho Om Shri Dharma Pala Banda Nevede Aho O Hare Te Soha O Hare Te Mahabenda Yachana Hara Har Sarva Pamba Malcham Sova O Atra Penda Ashibi Soha Dun ba la me san je ren bo Jo ba la me tan ju ren bo Ren ba la me guen du ren bo Jon ne kun cho sam la chu bo
To the precious Buddha, unsurpassed teacher, to the precious sacred Dharma, unsurpassed refuge, to the precious Sangha, unsurpassed guide, we make offerings to the three rare and supreme objects of refuge.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hi, thank you.
Thank you,
Lama Ali.
Thank you.
Lama, are you okay?
I'm okay.
Good.
Today, a little bit allergy. Sometimes coming allergy.
Allergy, yeah. Sure. It's very cold now?
Not really. During the winter, very cold.
Now it's better?